In today's video, we'll be discussing what we wish we knew when we started P2P trading. You're now making a lot of money. How do you manage it?
It's always quick at Quick Trader.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Zylan and I'm joined with
Luca. Nolan.
In today's video, we'll be discussing how we think you should manage your profits once you make all this money doing P2P trading.
So what I suggest first to people whenever I interact with them is to register a business and trade through their business, because one, it's just better for tax. You get charged a lower tax. And when you do trading in your personal name, everything is viewed as a salary coming in. Whereas in P2P, that whole trade amount isn't actually the profits of what you're making on the amount.
You make a fraction of that deposit or whatever that you received,
For sure. And so with that, I suggest to people all the time, business, please go register. It's 170 Rand with CIPC.
Literally.
It's so cheap, really. I was gonna say another thing just to piggyback on that. Also, with registering a business, you can start paying yourself a salary, man. And what I usually do is I suggest start small. Say now, I'm just gonna use an example. Say now I'm earning 20,000 Rand a month in P2P. I'm gonna pay myself a salary of 5,000 Rand in the beginning, because it's not necessarily guaranteed that I'm gonna make that 20,000 Rand next month, It comes in, how do I say, stages, 1 month will be fast, the other month will be slow. It's not necessarily the most steady income. It can be,
it's flexible.
That's the thing, you need to be responsible with the funds that you receive, because this month might be fast, next month might be slow.
For sure.
So one of the biggest things about this is we need to run it like a business. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, which a lot of people think it is. We need to manage our time and our money, because you can get lost in making some money here and there and then spending it.
I agree.
I think we've all been through that.
We have all been,
making a lot of money.
My aunt actually used to tell me, and I wish I listened when she told me this in high school. She looked at me straight in the face and said, as fast as you can make money, you can lose it even faster.
Literally.
And I only realized it once I started doing P2P and I started making money.
Right.
And I looked at the volume I traded, and then I'm like, why have I only got 2 grand in my bank account?
Exactly. So that's a big thing, is keeping your trading capital up and making sure that the business eats first.
So true.
Having steady growth. Another thing that I think is super important, once you've made a lot of money, is just think about it in the long term. Because people, once they start making a lot of money, they spend a lot of money and they start living flashy and all these materialistic things, and just the lifestyle that they're living. But you got to have that long-term play in and pay for your business, all your business's expenses. Pay for your expenses first, because that's why you're starting this. And just don't live above your means is what I'm trying to say.
I totally agree. How can you expect to scale up your business if anytime you start earning this extra income or this extra capital, you spend it and you're back at square one again? It's not necessarily guaranteed that you're gonna make as much as you made this week, next week. So why are you spending above your means, type of thing, What's one of the craziest purchases you've made that was just unnecessary once you started trading?
Sure. So I don't think it was one purchase. And it was multiple purchases every day. So upgraded my lifestyle, bought clothes, so we got a big house with all my friends living in. And then eating out, breakfast, lunch and supper. Make your own food, guys. That's number one tip. Make your own food.
That's actually the biggest tip. Uber Eats has chomped my finances, bro, because I used to do the same thing.
1,000, 2,000 Rand a day.
You don't even realize.
On food.
Because you buy
getting
breakfast,
lazy.
you're I'm gonna get a munch. There's 350 Rand.
Literally.
Then lunchtime, you're I'm a bit hungry. Another 350
$300.
Yes.
It just all adds up, bro.
Another tip, guys, is to always have a good financial cushion in your trading wallet.
See, on a P2P platform, I agree, man. I agree.
So you keep at least like 5 to 10,000 rand.
Yeah, just to like cushion yourself to keep money flowing, keep on coming in and flowing.
Yeah, like for example, to keep your offers open.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, yeah.
at least you can put an offer up for 10k. So now you sell it at 10%. Before expenses, you're making 1,000 rand if you've moved that whole, 10,000. Versus now you start over again with the 500 bucks. You sell that at 10%. Before expenses, you made 50 bucks. How long is it going to take you to get back up to
that number?
Yeah,
So rather keep that cushioning there and don't spend it.
Yeah, bro, 'cause
I know it's difficult.
It is difficult.
It's difficult because it's right there.
But it's gonna be easier for you to keep a healthy flow with your finances, keep income coming in.
And round numbers are just better.
It is just
100%.
better. Like you're more likely to get a guy to open up on a 5k trade or 3k trade even versus like a 1,630
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yo, that's a real thing though.
It is
Like
so-
it sounds so, but it's a real
so
thing.
real.
1,630. Yeah, keep things simple. I know things is complicated with numbers. I think one other thing was good financial tracking. Is we should have that because I didn't have that when I started. It's just coming in and going out.
I hear that. Keeping track of your books though.
It's very important, bro. That's actually what got me hard in the beginning. I didn't keep track of my books really well at all. I'd get proper KYC and stuff that I needed, but I would just leave it in WhatsApp chats or in trade chat. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Little do I know, fast forward like a couple months later, now they want, what's the word I'm looking for? Source of funding. You know?
Oh yes, yeah.
Now I need to give them all that KYC.
All that
you
those
know how
documents.
much of a mission it was to get hold of all those documents.
Just to find it.
Bro,
Yeah.
going onto like platform, then having to load up that previous trade, then going into the chat, screenshots,
Figuring out when you
save.
did that trade.
Bro, it was a mission. It took like 3-4 days just to get all the documents to send through to them. It was, So I recommend, just do yourself a favor, keep like a folder somewhere and just keep all of it inside that folder just to, give yourself a bit of a leg to stand on if anything happens. Yeah.
I actually agree with you.
Really?
Yeah. I had a mentor who advised me about this. So luckily for me, I didn't have any issues, didn't have any blocked accounts. All of my paperwork are in order. Yeah.
I didn't have the same experience. I had to learn it the hard way, like learn it for myself.
That's tough.
Yeah, but it wasn't the greatest. But if you just look at it like holistically, I guess, if that's what I'm looking for, from the bank's perspective, they would prefer to see that you've got everything in order, like you've got backed up files in a folder, everything is marked to whatever transaction or to whatever trade.
Yeah.
Now you look like a proper functioning business versus trying to plead your case or explain yourself and they look at your documentation and it's just a mess. It's just proof of payments and IDs and everything's there, but it's
just a mess.
A mess.
Scanned
The
it
bank
all
has to
over.
go through it and match transactions to IDs and stuff like that.
Yeah, when you can just give it to them and it's clear, it's done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna look like an organized business as well, so it helps you when you're trying to plead your case. And stuff like
Defos,
that,
Coming back to, so you didn't have a mentor, Luca?
In the beginning, I didn't have a mentor. I eventually did get one, and it made my life so much easier.
Yeah, they help. They do help
a
you.
lot, bro. So, but in the beginning, I was trying to figure it out on my own. It didn't go well, bro. Like I was making okay money.
Yeah, for sure.
But obviously, I didn't know like the nitty-gritties of the importance of KYC and things like that. And I did risk accounts by doing that.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Trading with the wrong people as well. I was just like, oh, this guy's done like 300 trades.
Has good volume.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's a good guy to trade with. No ID verification. So, I know now.
Yeah.
So just to summarize the video, guys, we advise to keep track of all payments, keep track of all your profits, keep track of all your documents, make sure everything's in order so that if anything does happen, you are prepared. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'd rather have you prepared than unprepared.
All right, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Our socials are linked in the description down below. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.
Cheers, guys.